Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mavit Vishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Tihi. Aryatītarasīvara Dhagavarisa Gugayil Arivairami Paramattuman Arunachala Ramanan Parivalvulam Muruganala Paranarndidu Guhayarndu அறிவாம் விழித்திரவாய் நிசம் அறிவாய் அது வெளியாம் அண்ணாமலையாய் அடியேனை ஆண்ட அன்றே ஆவியுடல் கொண்டாய் எனக்கோர் குறையுண்டோ குறையும் குணமும் நீ அல்லால் என்னேனிவற்றை என் உயிரே எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய் கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையில் காதல் பெருக்கே தருவாயே கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே. ஓம் அதிமதுர சாபஹஸ்தாம் அபரிமிதாம் மோதபான சௌபாக்யாம் அருணாம் அதிசய கருணாம் அபிநவ குலசுந்தரீம் வந்தே. Om Aim Hreem Shreem. Can I get one more? Gita Dhyanam. Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Ghratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharate Advaita Varshinim Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayini Ambatvamanusandhadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajwalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Duhe Namaha Sarvopanishato Ghavo Dogdha Gopalanandanaha पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं So this is called as Gita Dhyana Shlokam. But there are 4 more. But we have not included that. 5 is enough for us. 5 is enough actually. Now, you all must have studied Gita. Maybe a adhyaya, a chapter, or maybe even full, once or twice or thrice. But you know, our scriptures, each time you study, you get new insights, new awakening. That is the beauty of our scriptures, given by great masters. So even though myself, I have studied this Gita several times, but still I am very, very like a child excited. We are going to study Gita again, Bhagavad Gita. Why? Because it is from Lord Himself. So this knowledge is from the Lord Himself. So why Bhagavad Gita is so special? See, as I told you yesterday, we regard the Shruti Grantha, the Vedas, to be the supreme. Why? It is said, it is the breath of the Lord Narayana. Meaning what? Because of which the world is sustained. Are you able to hear me? Everybody? Because of which the world is sustained. And because of which the humanity is transformed to the divine. So these Vedas, they are revealed to the rishis. They are called as mantra drashtas, the seers, revealed to them. When they were in the seat of meditation, in the peak of their meditation, certain things were revealed to them. And that was shared to their disciples. So it came as the Shruti Parampara. Shruti means Guru telling and the student listening. Karna Parampara they say. So it has come like that. So there also we have got Karma Kanda. The first Kanda is Karma Kanda, talking about the ritualistic part. And then Brahmana, Upasana Kanda, how to worship the Lord, how to invoke Him. And then comes the Jnana Kanda, where the real knowledge is revealed. So the Upanishads, they are the crest jewel of all our scriptures. And there are, 108 Upanishads, more than that, but accepted is 108 Upanishads. Among them, 10 are the major Upanishads. So this Vedas regarded as the highest authority. Veda Pramanam they say. Pramanam means the supreme authority for the Hindus, for the people who are following Sanatana Dharma. But you know what? This was taught by a very great teacher in the Himalayas, in the Himalayan valleys, in a very quiet atmosphere. Early morning they chant like us, Sahana, Vavatu and everything. And then this is given out to the student. The student also is a very, very advanced student. He is so quiet in his heart and very focused, very with Shraddha Bhakti, he takes everything. But you know what? Upanishad eats of a very high flow knowledge and mystical actually. May not be easy to grasp, easy to understand. but primarily deals with how to know the truth, the Paramatma, Parabrahma, Paramatma, and what sort of sadhana we have to do to reach there. And also, there are other aspects to even the Vedas, but in the Jnana Kanda, this is highlighted. Then when it comes to Bhagavad Gita, it is, as I told you yesterday, it is Smriti Grantha. Smriti means what? Vedavyasa ji has heard already from Bhagavan Sri Krishna when it was taught to Arjuna, and then he wrote and he preserved it for the posterity, for all of us. So Smriti, from his memory, he has given out this. Vyasa Vishala Buddhe, we are going to study now the Gita Dhyanam. Vishala Buddhe, he is a Medhavi. So his memory was so great that he reproduced it exactly how Krishna revealed it to Arjuna. So it's a Smriti Grantham. But here, the setup is very different. It's not in a peaceful valley where the Guru and Shishya are so quiet, absorbed, and then this knowledge is given. But this knowledge is given in the battlefield. That is the glory of Bhagavad Gita. See, when the Kauravas and Pandavas, when their armies were facing face to face, and when the war is about to start, this Gita was given out. Once a student asked Gurudev, it seems, Swamiji, there are 700 verses. Do you mean to say that everybody was standing quiet when the war is about to happen and Krishna was giving out to Arjuna and everybody was watching, or what? What is this? Then Gurudev said, why not? See, till the end, people would be expecting, would not something happen to stop the war? Maybe they may be thinking Krishna is selling something to Arjuna to pacify him. Maybe the war may end, And those days, only when the conches are blown, then it means the war has started. So everybody was waiting. And not only that, Krishna would have given so spontaneously, and Arjuna would have grasped so beautifully, because they were all very intelligent people. So no doubt it was given in the battlefield by Lord Sri Krishna himself. Why it was given? Because Arjuna was shattered within. See, like us, Arjuna was a man of action. We are all men of action, women of action. Why am I including women again and again? Because some people may feel very offended. Why only man of action? You should say always woman of action also. Okay. We are all women of action. Not we, yeah. Man of action, woman. So for us, it is given actually. In the battlefield, yes, every day we are going through this. This is a battlefield. What? Our life itself has become a battlefield. No? So actually speaking, life is very simple. Very, very blissful actually. But we have complicated so much that has become a struggle. Because our foolishness only we have complicated our lives. Not because of anything else. So Arjuna also, like us, was very foolish. He had complicated himself so much. And he just collapsed at the time where he has to rise up and fight. He collapsed. You know what? And Gurudev calls this as neurotic disorder. Meaning, see, Arjuna was a warrior. He was a king. The king cannot take insults, humiliation. Actually, the Pandava brothers were humiliated in front of everybody. They lost everything, their kingdom, everything, and even their wife they lost. And she was brought into the center stage and she was stripped. So those humiliation was very deep and the hurt was so deep. And as a Kshatriya, his blood was boiling and he wanted to take revenge. But Yudhishthira, he is embodiment of Dharma. He was saying, no. We have to give another chance. We will try for peace. He was always saying that. And Krishna was sent as a messenger. Nothing worked. And Duryodhanadis were very, very arrogant. Not even an inch of land we will give you. And he was boiling within. And they had gone through this very hardship in the jungles. All those things were bottled up within him. He wanted to really come and take revenge. But what happened? Dhritarashtra was very, very clever, very intelligent. Just before the day of the war, he sent Sanjaya, his secretary, his minister, with a message. A very, very poisonous, tricky message. He was sowing the seed to Arjuna. Arjuna, are you sure you want to fight this battle? See, all of your cousins are there in front of you. Do you want to kill them? Do you want to rule this kingdom, killing all of your own kith and kin? This is how he poisoned Arjuna's mind. See, Dhritarashtra poisoned through Sanjaya just before the war. And he was now confused. Arjuna was confused. See, he had so much of negative emotions, feeling of hurt and humiliation, everything bottled up. He wanted to come out and express himself, but this poison was also sown. So he came to the battlefield and then he asked Krishna, Krishna, in the first chapter we are going to see, I want to see who are all there in the battlefield, whom I am going to fight against. Please take me to the middle of the army. Then he is Maya Krishna, na? He took him and he said, Bhashya, see. And he took him straight in front of Bhishmacharya and Dronacharya. See? Bhishmacharya is a grandsire. So he only brought up all these young, this princes. Because Pandu, he died very early actually. And Dronacharya, he taught archery and everything. He is a guru. So in front of them, he placed the chariot and said, Bhashya, see. You want to see now? Now see. And then Arjuna was looking at all of them. And then all the kith and kin, all his own cousins, mamas, chachas, he was just looking at them. Then something happened within him. My God, am I going to kill all these people, my own people? Do I want this kingdom after killing all these people? And not only that, Gurudev explains in the introduction, he says, after seeing the Kaurava armies, vast army, many times stronger than Pandava army, he had this ego, this desire-prompted anxiety. What will happen? Will I be killed? See, the thing is, should I want to kill all these kith and kin? That is one thing, one aspect of it. He thinks he is going to kill his own kith and kin. Please note that. And second thing is, if I am killed, what would happen? See? He was so confused now. So he just collapsed there, not knowing what to do now, whether to fight or not. See here, one thing, Arjuna was not very sure of his identity and not sure of what role he is playing actually. That is the problem. And with us also, with all of us, this is the problem. We do not know who we are and what we are doing in this world actually. Actually, we are playing different roles here. Our Acharya used to say Karnataka. Karnataka means what? We are only just acting in different roles. But we do not know who we are and what role we are playing, what we should do, what we should not do. And at the right moment where we have to act, we just give up. So exactly this is our state. So this Bhagavad Gita is very practical to all of us. First of all, there in the battlefield, he is not an individual. Right? And he should not see his enemies as his own kith and kin. Because as a Kshatriya, he has to uphold Dharma. And they all represent Adharma. So the Adharma should be vanquished. Then only you can establish Dharma. As a Kshatriya, your role is to fight against the Adharma, evil. And to establish Dharma. This he forgot. He was identifying with his own body mind as an individual, and he was seeing everybody as his own kith and kin. My grandfather, my Acharya, my this, my cousins, oh my God, we all played together, we all grew up together, how can I kill them? Oh, should I want this kingdom? No, 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 I will go to forest. He cannot go to forest. Temporarily he may give up and he may go to the forest, but inside the hurt is very deep. The vasanas are very deep. He is boiling within. Whenever he remembers Draupadi, Panjali, he cannot keep quiet. You understand what I am saying? So he cannot. So see, outside he cannot express, inside he cannot be at peace with himself. See, most of the time we also. Suppose if our bosses are very terrible and we are very desperate for this job, we have our own families, this and that. What would happen? We cannot express ourselves. We cannot swallow it also. See, if somebody is insulting us, humiliating us, we cannot swallow it also, but most of the times we cannot show our anger also. We cannot express ourselves also. This is bottled up. Then we collapse. We go to depression. Or we go into hysterical bouts. It happens if our spouses are very, very terrible. If our bosses are very bad. If our children are very, very, disrespecting, hurtful. We don't know what to do. We want to act, but there is a very misplaced sort of compassion. Your power. See, generally, don't mistake me, the mothers only spoil the children, most of the time. Ayyo pavam, Kalanda, he'll be all right. He will not be all right. You have to discipline him. Ayyo pavam. No, pavam means you are spoiling the child actually. You are not doing any favor. See, we do not know what to do. So now Krishna, the Lord himself, has come there as his own friend, and he is revealing who he is actually. And what is he doing here? His role. And how he should act now. How he should rise against the evil. See, this is the central message of Bhagavad Gita. If you are a citizen who is responsible, you have to rise against the evil. It is not just putting up with evil. This is not a warmongering scripture actually. But if you are a Brahmana or sort of a sannyasi, then it is not your dharma to fight. Your dharma to surrender and accept everything as the Lord's will. But if you are in the world, if your swadharma is Kshatriya dharma, you are a man who is boiling from within, then you have to act upon this world, do something about it. If not, you are going to destroy yourself. Because you may become cynical and bitter. Is it not so? See, it happens to us now. We go to other countries and we come back to India. Here we find everywhere garbage, here and there, littered everywhere. People spitting everywhere, and then the loudspeakers blaring, and then people don't follow any rules. Then we say, why this? And so much of corruption, so much of inefficiency. Unable to do anything about it because politicians are very powerful. The system is so corrupt, you can't do anything against it, about it. You can't swallow it also. What you do? You do, oh my God, what is this? Then you become very cynical, very bitter. By becoming cynical and bitter, you are destroying yourself. So, either if you are a Kshatriya, do something about it. That's why our Guruji also sometimes say, All of these youngsters should become politicians, he says. Take up roles. Now fight against the evil. It is not for power or anything. See? Do something about it. If you are a teacher, you teach the youngsters not to be corrupt. Dexterity in action is yoga. Keep the mind where your hands are at work. Teach them. If you are a doctor, you can still do that. You can do your duties perfectly. So like that, do something about it for bringing in change. If not, if you are not sort of capable, if you are sort of a Brahmana, then your dharma is different. Then total surrender to the Lord and accept it as His will. But if you are not a Brahmana, you cannot keep quiet. What is your role? As a Kshatriya, you have to fight against the evil. There you cannot see you as an individual born to a parent. There you cannot see somebody as a friend or your relative, this and that. When you have to do your duties, you are the person who is upholding that responsibility. You should not have any fear or favor. See, you have to do your duty without expecting anything, just for the cause, for the sake of the Dharma. You have to go and fight. Remember me and fight. Mam anusmara yudhyacha. I am there with you. When you are on the right path, the path of Dharma, Krishna says, I am there with you. Remember me and fight. Nothing will happen to you because you are for the higher cause fighting. So the sins will not accrue to you, will not come to you. So fight. Remember me and fight. And he says, you know, Arjuna, what? I have already killed them. I have already killed them. He says in Gita, I have already killed them. Now you just act as if you are waging this war and take all the credit. Meaning what? You are not the doer. It is already done. You are just an instrument. Don't think you are going to kill all these people. I have already killed them. Meaning what? You are not the doer. You are not the ego personality identifying with your body mind. You are what you are, and here you are playing your role. Play it properly to the best of your abilities for the higher cause, to uphold Dharma. So this is the central message of Gita. And for a seeker to recognize oneself and to play his role in this world, not to be affected by good or bad, not to have any attitude of fear or favor, then he should know his own self, true self. And then he should know that he is only acting in the world outside and doing his role. There he should be very, very impartial, unbiased. See? For that he is revealing what is his true nature. In the second chapter, Sankhya Yoga, he is revealing what is his true nature. And then he shows, by acting in the world outside, without personal any agenda, Ishwararpitam nechaya kritam, offering everything unto the Lord, he can reduce his vasanas, the impressions within the mind. And then his mind will be quiet. It's purified. Then only he can sit quiet and try to meditate upon his own self. If mind is so turbulent because of impurities within, it will not allow you to sit. See, people can talk about Vedanta, give lectures. They can discuss so beautifully about Vedanta, but they cannot sit quietly to meditate on their own self. Why? Because they are full of rajoguna, those vasanas, karma samskaras, activity, this, that. You cannot sit quiet. So we have to purify ourselves. So this karma yoga is given out. You work in the world outside without the attitude of ego and egocentric desires. Ego means what? I am the doer. That is ego, na? No, you are just an instrument. Egocentric desires means what? What would I get? No. Just offering unto the Lord for the good welfare of the world. So like that, if you perform your duties, then the mind is purified. Chitta Shuddhi happens. Then the mind settles down. Then devotion is very important. Like the knowledge, devotion is very, very important. See, even Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says in the Prarthana Shloka, what we are chanting, Parival Ulam Uruga Nala Paranandidu Guhayand. Parival means what? Through devotion, mind should melt and enter the cave of the heart to know the self. For the eye of the knowledge to open. Then you will know the truth, he says. Meaning, when the heart is not melting through devotion, holding on to the Lord is not possible. Holding on to the self is not possible. See, it is not a dry Vedanta. It is not lip Vedanta. See, that is why most of the intelligent people fail. They think only through intellectual understanding we can reach there. No! Intellectual understanding is the obstacle. Actually, in a certain stage, it's an obstacle. You cannot know it. So our Acharya used to beautifully say, you cannot understand, stand under the truth. You cannot understand the truth, stand under the truth. So for that, the humility is required. For that, devotion is required. Without devotion, humility will never happen. We think, I know everything, I can achieve anything. This Brahma Jnanam also I will achieve. No, sorry. You have to go. The ego has to go. So for that, you need this devotion to the Lord. See, only when you offer all the burdens of your life and to the feet of the Lord, you can sit quiet for meditation. See, that is why our Acharya always says, when you sit for meditation, you offer everything at the feet of the Guru. Oh Guru, I don't know anything. Everything is offered unto your feet. You take care of everything. So with this attitude, you take care of everything, then the mind becomes peaceful. Otherwise, we are always agitated and confused. What will happen here? What will happen there? Blah, 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 blah. You cannot meditate. What will happen to my son? What will happen to my daughter? What will happen to my properties? Ayyo. Then how can you meditate? The Lord will take care of everything. If it has to go, it will go. Chhod do yaar. If it has to remain, it will remain. So like that, if you sit with the attitude of surrender to the Lord, then only you can quieten your mind. See, only when you have devotion to the self or devotion to the Lord, both are one only. Then only you can hold on to Him consistently. See, a person going out to work, why he is turning back to home? He can go anywhere now. He is coming back every day back home. Why? Because the bond of love and affection. That is why he is coming back. So this love and affection, the love, the devotion, that is the very important thing which keeps you grounded again and again, going back to the self. That love is called as devotion. To the love to the higher is called as devotion. So devotion is very important for chitta ekagradam, for the one-pointed attention to the Lord. The devotion is very important. And then comes dhyana yogam. How to go about? Abhyasa and vairagya. See, even in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, the same thing is repeated. Abhyasa and vairagya. You have to practice. How? Dirghakala. Dirgha means for long. Nairantarya, continuously, consistently, without break. And satkara sevitaha, with shraddha and bhakti, with cheerful attitude, you have to, then you can turn within. See, I tell you one more thing. Without knowledge, if you are only practicing yoga or meditation, it will not help much. You know why? It is like brute way of trying to control the mind. Mind by its nature will roam only. For some time you can control, again and again it will go. You have to inquire, what is this mind? Why is it roaming? What is the problem here? This is inquiry. It's called as knowledge. Manasam tu kim marghane krite naiva manasam margha arjavat. You have to inquire, what is this mind? Why it is troubling me? What is desire? What is attachment? Why am I suffering here? We are suffering because of a desire and attachment. Nothing else. Why am I suffering here? So who am I? What am I doing here? What is all this? See, what is all this? Where from has it come? This is inquiry, this is knowledge. All this is revealed in Bhagavad Gita. See, suppose if you have got the knowledge, right knowledge, but suppose, though you are clear about things, when you do not know how to quieten your mind and abide there, actually it becomes very intellectual understanding only. You understand? So, this jnana and yoga both should be combined. Also the bhakti, the karma yoga. So different paths are shown here. If you have jnana, but you are unable to quieten your mind or dive deep within, you are not having that idea of that capability of quietening the mind and diving deep within, then this knowledge will not become your own. So therefore, he is showing the path how to quieten the mind, dhyana yoga, and also where should you go, where to reach, and what is the vision there, and why it is so glorious, why it is so wonderful. So Swamiji is talking very big things, and people without tea and coffee are very sad and sleepy. Huh? This is the tamasha here. It is not a joke, study of scriptures. Those days, 4:30 they get up. Nobody will come and serve coffee and tea to the students there. Pavangal. They take cold bath. Here you are having geyser. And they straight come and sit for meditation. And we have been used to getting up only at 7:38. At 4:30, how to get up? And we are not used to taking bath every day. Maybe once in a way we take Swamiji. Important occasions we take. And coffee though, Swamiji, we cannot compromise. But no coffee, no tea. Already I am depressed, Swamiji. What happened to you? No tea in the morning. Come on, wake up. I am seeing some people sleeping. You know what? No talking here, please. Switch it off here. So pranayama helps. And the mind becomes drowsy, sleepy. Good pranayama really helps. So therefore, Bhagavan has showed everything here. And the knowledge, what is the knowledge? You are not this petty individual with a body mind. You are everything. Brahman you are. And you are thinking that there are so many jivas here. Means going through different experiences. No. Kshetrajñam sapimam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. I am the one who is learning every heart and knowing everything. He proclaims in the 13th chapter. How beautiful. So we are thinking that the Kshetrajñan means the knower is different in different body mind. He says, no, I am the knower, one knower through all the body minds. This is a sort of a revolution. This is the knowledge. So he is revealing that knowledge. Sutre manighana iva. You are thinking that you are an individual. No, you are that sutra which is going through that beads. You are that life force You are that divine which is going through all these jivas. So you are one. See, this is the knowledge revealed. Therefore, you will never perish. Therefore, no sin can come to you. Now you fight this battle because you are a Kshatriya, Swadharma. You are a Kshatriya. You have to fight against the evil. And you are not the doer. You are not the enjoyer. I have already done it. You just be an instrument and fulfill my divine plan. See how beautiful this knowledge. You are not the doer, you are not the enjoyer, you are just an instrument. Since because you are not the doer, no papa or punya will come to you. I have already done it. No papa punya will come to you. And you are not the body mind, you are not an individual. These people are not your kith and kin. You are a Kshatriya here trying to fulfill your duties of upholding Dharma. So these people are in the path of a Dharma. If you don't fight against them, then you are doing injustice to all the sadhu janas. Why? If the adharma goes up and up, then sadhus, the good people will suffer more and more. As a king, you have to protect the subjects, your citizens. So you have to fight this. And Arjuna, only you can fight, nobody else. And you are not alone. Manusmara Vidya. I am there in your heart. I am only expressing as the valor in you. I am only expressing as that courage in you. Manusmara Vidya. How beautiful this scripture. So we also should know who we are. We are not the doer. We are not the enjoyer. We are not an individual. We are here to fulfill our duties and to turn within and to know the Supreme and then to allow the Lord to express through us. How to go about? All the 4 margas are shown here. See, all the people are not same, right? Some people are very restless by nature. Gurudev says, their heart is not developed and their head also is not developed, meaning the intellect is not developed. They are very restless. For them, Karma Yoga. Please understand. All of us, most of us come in that category. Please understand. We are all Karma Kandis only. Though we say we are Jnanis or Bhaktas, primarily we are Karma Kandis. Always, action oriented. Karma, karma, karma. Karma, karma. So, for such people, this Karma Yoga is given. You cannot sit quiet, so you act, but change your attitude. Don't think you are the doer, you are just an instrument. Always don't expect results. This, I want this, I want this. Don't be a beggar, be a godlike giver. See? This Karma Yoga. And then some people, their heart is so beautifully developed. Not that much the head, heart is developed. They are blessed people, I am telling you. For those, only the head is developed, there is no heart, they are beasts in the world. Beasts. Intellectual beasts they are. They destroy this world actually. So those who have got heart, for them the path of devotion works. See, for you, intelligent person, it may look stupid and all superstitious. You go and hang yourself, they are happy. You understand? And you know what Bhagavan says? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Aham tva sarva papebhya mokshayishyami. You don't worry about anything, dharma, dharma, doing, not doing. You just come and surrender unto me. I will take care of everything, he says. So such people, they just go and surrender unto the Lord. And Lord takes care of everything. He gives everything. Whatever he wants in this world, he gives, and also the other world. See? But some people, intellectually very developed, but they can't feel that much. Always asking question, why, how? Always whining and howling. For them, you have to first satisfy their intellect. You have to show them the path. You have to inspire them. So the Jnana Marga is given. All the Margas are shown. The yogis, everybody should turn within, and should dive deep within. So the Dhyana Marga is also shown. Without diving deep within, nobody can know the truth. So the Dhyana Marga also, the Raja Yoga Marga also is shown in this scripture. And then he talks about 3 gunas. We are always under the sway of these 3 gunas. When we are sattvic, everything is fine. The intellect is very bright, the mind is very quiet, everything is beautiful. When the Rajoguna comes in, then we are so disturbed, agitated. I want, also Rajoguna. Even the idea of love and hatred is Rajoguna only. Too much of love is also Rajoguna only. It is not Sattva. This kind of love, what we are seeing in the world, because of likes and dislikes, is Rajoguna only. Getting attached is Rajoguna. Thinking that I am the doer, na romba kettikara. That is Rajoguna. I can move this world, Rajoguna. And sometimes, or most of the time, we are in Tamoguna also. You don't know what's happening also. You know what? The people who snore, they blissfully sleep. So ignorance is bliss. The people who are next to them, they suffer. They suffer like anything. Nowadays they talk about the sleep divers, within the husband and wife. They go for sleep divers. Meaning what? We don't sleep together. You sleep in this room, I will sleep in this room. Sleep divers. But if you come to the ashram, where there are only 12 rooms and 40 people, where you can go for sleep divers? You can go to the terrace and jump from there. But you know what? What that person will do, pavam, he cannot do anything about it. It is your prarabdha. You should not find fault with the other person. If suppose Bhagavan has made you the snorer, then so you should see the Lord in that snorer also. So Tamoguna means not knowing what is happening. Therefore, Bhagavan says, the spiritual sadhana, the religious life is only to keep yourself always in Sattva Guna Pradhana. Sattva. How to go about it? Your food habits, your sleep patterns, and how you conduct yourself in the world. All those things matter. So all those things. And then he talks about Daiva Asura Sampat. One who is possessed of Asuric qualities, how he will behave in the world. One who is possessed of Daivik qualities. All those things. So everything is contained here. So Bhagavad Gita is a handbook for living in this world and holding on to the higher and reaching the highest. Very practical guide. So Gurudev says, when you are traveling, when you need the map, when you start the journey, right? After completing the journey, why do you need the map? So when you start your life, you need this handbook of how to live life. After 60, 70, after messing up with everything, now I am going to start Bhagavad Gita. Good luck for next Janma. It will help you. So therefore, we have to start early. See, this Vinodini is a very, very young, small girl. Now she has started already. Though she may understand something, may not understand, but everything is going within. Sitting in the presence of a teacher itself is a blessing. And listening to Bhagavad Gita is wonderful. Whatever she understands, doesn't understand. How much do we understand? Huh? Tell me. We also don't understand much, I tell you. We think we know. We think we understand. It's actually illusion of knowledge is the biggest illusion, you know. At least if you know that you are ignorant, you can learn and understand. If you know that, if you feel that I know everything, you can never learn and understand. So therefore, this Bhagavad Gita is a beautiful scripture. It gives out everything. And Gurudev has taught this to all of us. And he has taken to the doorsteps. For every layman, he has given it out. So this we are going to study, 18 chapters, 700 verses. In some reading, 701 verses also there. So we are going to take up this study of Bhagavad Gita for the next 54 days. Continuous. It will have a great impact, I tell you. Continuous study will have a great impact. Vittu karudalin arunai vilchibol vittidadunnale undipara vishedamam unnale undipara. See, when we attend Jnana Yajnas, every 1 week you attend. Only the evenings you attend. And then 1 year nothing. And then you attend. There is a break, right? But here, from the A to Z, from the first chapter to the 18th chapter, at one go, one stretch. So, it's so auspicious. Actually, we are all blessed. So many people there in the world outside wanted to join here, but they couldn't because of so many other commitments. But somehow you all have come here. I know the Maya will not allow you to be here. Some people, that worm would have gone inside. What is Maya is acting. Please remember. Mind is Maya at play. Your mind is your Shatru, your enemy. So if you allow your mind to dictate terms, you cannot stay here. I am telling you. The Brahmacharya course also, in the Vedanta course, 40-50 people join. Within 6 months, 10 wickets fallen. And next 1 year, 20-30 wickets fallen. At the end of the course, only some 10-12 people remain. Because the Maya will not allow to understand, to know this and to understand. It will play through your mind. It will complain. It will find fault. It will say, what is that? I cannot tolerate this. You are free to go. But who is the loser? Titiksha means, you know what? Titiksha. Not Trisha. Somebody said Trisha yesterday. Hey, it is Titiksha, huh? Please. To put up with all the pinpricks of life. That is an important quality of a seeker. There would be a lot of pinpricks to put up with that. Sahanam sarva dukkhanam. Aprati purva karakam, right? To put up with all the sarva dukkhanam. Sahanam, to tolerate everything. To tolerate the snorer. To tolerate the cougher. Is that a word, a cougher? To tolerate the cougher. To put up with people whom you cannot put up. That is tapasya. If you don't, no pain, no gain. You understand? So this Gita is wonderful and we are very blessed to be here in this kshetram, Arunachala kshetram, at the feet of Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi, and studying Bhagavad Gita is all wonderful. And as I told you yesterday, we are going to follow the ideas of Adi Shankara, his Bhashya, and Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda's Holy Gita. So it's very authentic. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock now. We will conclude now the first session. And then we will take up at 10:45 because you don't have tea also, na? So we will excuse you today, and we will meet up at 10 o'clock for the Guru Paduka Puja. 10:45 is the second session. Okay. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.